Good evening, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Jenna Budell with the WJTS News. The COVID-19 positivity rate continues to drop in Dubois County. The Indiana State Department of Health reported 9 newly confirmed cases and no additional deaths on Monday. This brings the countywide total of COVID-19 cases to 5,673 and 82 deaths since the pandemic began in March. The county's 7-day rolling average for all positive tests is 7.4%. To see a breakdown of the county's COVID-19 cases by age group and for more information, visit coronavirus.in.gov. The Indiana State Department of Health reported 1,733 new cases of COVID-19 and 16 additional deaths on Monday. The Hoosier State has now recorded 628,391 positive cases and 9,613 deaths since the onset of the pandemic in March. The numbers for our viewing area are as follows. Starting off in Dubois County with 5,673 cases, 82 deaths. Pike reporting 1,232 cases, 26 deaths. Spencer, 2,013 cases, 25 deaths. Perry, 1,646 cases, 33 deaths. Martin, 769 cases, 13 deaths. Davies with 2,765 cases, 76 deaths. Orange County, 1,662 cases, 35 deaths. Knox, 3,432 cases, 39 deaths. Crawford with 839 cases, 9 deaths. Posey, 2,469 cases, 28 deaths. Lawrence, 4,020 cases, 83 deaths. Gibson, 3,868 cases, 60 deaths. Warwick, 7,013 cases, 104 deaths. Vanderburgh County reporting 20,180 cases with 261 deaths. To see a map of cases by county, head to coronavirus.in.gov. Hoosiers between the ages of 65 and 69 are now eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine is available at no cost. To make an appointment, visit ourshot.in.gov. If you don't have internet access or need help with the registration process, dial 211 or contact one of Indiana's area agencies on aging. A caregiver or loved one also may make an appointment on behalf of an eligible senior. Additional groups will be added as more vaccines become available. Local nonprofits are receiving grants to help with providing needs-based services to the less fortunate. The City of Huntington and the Dubois County Community Foundation announced the recipients of grants from the Huntington Assistance Fund this week. This year's recipients include Christian Ministries Shared Abundance for facility upgrades to improve food distribution, Habitat for Humanity for construction costs for the next home build in Huntington, Huntington United Methodist Church for the Food Assistance Program for families in need, Teen Outback for sanitizing equipment, school supplies, and technology for the Teen Youth Cafe, TRICAP for assistance with utilities, rent, emergency home repairs, food, medicine, emergency car repairs, and other basic needs, A Kid's Place to support the mission of the organization, and Generations for programs that benefit residents of Huntington. The Huntington Assistance Fund has been in place for over 20 years. Over 110,000 in grants have been distributed since its inception. For the 2020 grant distribution period, the Huntington Assistance Fund was able to give just over 11,000 to local charities. For more information, contact the City of Huntington Director of Community Development, Rachel Steckler, at 812-683-2211. A bill that would provide liability protections to Indiana businesses, organizations, and individuals in coronavirus-related lawsuits has passed the Senate by a vote of 40 528. Senate Bill 1 is authored by State Senator Mark Messmer and provides organizations and individuals with civil liability damages if someone is exposed to COVID-19 on their property or during an activity that they organized. Manufacturers of personal protective equipment would also be protected. Liability protection would not cover instances of gross negligence or deliberate misconduct on the part of the organization or individual. The bill was also amended to provide additional protections to any situation that alleges harm relating to COVID-19, including hospitals. It will now be heard by the House of Representatives. A bill allowing Hoosiers to request the reopening of a death investigation unanimously passed the Indiana Senate Committee on Corrections and Criminal Law on Tuesday. Senate Bill 177 would allow the immediate family of a deceased individual to request a new investigation by the Indiana State Police into the cause of death of their relative. The ISP would not be required to open a new investigation, but would be obligated to review the request. State Senator Mark Messmer authored the bill after meeting with the family of Christy Kelly, a constituent of Senate District 48 who went missing and was found deceased weeks later in her car in a pond. Local law enforcement ruled Kelly's death an accident, but her family still had many questions. The legislation specifies that the families must meet reasonable suspicion standards by providing relevant facts and instances drawn from these facts. The bill will now be considered by the full Senate. Indiana's new coronavirus restriction rules have begun. Governor Eric Holcomb last week changed his emergency order. Restrictions on crowds are no longer based on simple numbers. Rather, they are based on a county's coronavirus color. Most counties in Indiana are orange, which means they can have 25% of their usual crowds. Yellow counties in Indiana can have 50% of their normal crowds. Blue counties are allowed to resume normal operations, but there aren't any blue counties in Indiana right now. Amid contention over how Hoosier students should receive instruction during the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, Republican lawmakers are prioritizing a bill that would expand the number of stipends available to use on private school education at taxpayers' expense. The House bill would open eligibility for state vouchers to more students from middle-income families, raising income eligibility for a family of four up to about $110,000 per year in 2022 and a little more than $145,000 by 2023. Supporters of the bill say it further allows parents to send their kids to schools best suited for their needs. Opponents argue that expanding the state's voucher program drains money from traditional public schools and means less state oversight. Indiana's individual income tax season is just a few weeks away. The Indiana Department of Revenue will start accepting filings for the 2021 individual income tax season on February 12th, in concert with the Internal Revenue Service. Hoosiers have until April 15th to file both their state and federal income tax returns and pay any taxes owed. Before submitting a return, make sure all of the information is accurate and complete. First, check to ensure that the return submitted is correct and current or a DOR-certified vendor is used. Most tax forms change every year due to legislation or policy updates. Second, check to ensure everything within the return is complete and the signature is included where required. Next, provide all necessary documentation with the return. Don't staple or paperclip any documentation or checks to the return and sending in a paper copy. Finish by sending in all materials to the right location. Indiana state returns go to the DOR and federal returns to the IRS. Hoosiers can also file electronically for free by using Free File. For more information, visit our website, WJTS.tv. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is helping Spencer County families with getting food on the table in a few weeks. The next Farmers to Families Food Box Program Distribution Day is scheduled for Wednesday, February 10th at the Rockport City Park at 9:30, Fairgrounds Drive in Rockport. Volunteers will load mixed food boxes from 12 p.m. Central until quantities run out. All you have to do is pull up and open your trunk. The USDA has also issued new guidance about the program. Individuals and families accepting a box are certifying that they are food insecure, lack of money, or other resources, and are in need of the Farmers to Families food boxes for their household. Please do not arrive early. Police in Evansville are looking for a driver who hit a man crossing the street and then sped away. It happened Saturday night. The victim told police the car stopped, then started to drive toward him again. The man says he rolled out of the way. Evansville police say the victim refused treatment. They are looking for the driver. Stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on WJTS News.